What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back. This is an early one. I had to come on here because I wanted to address one of the guys that left a comment on my YouTube short. A punishing hammer. Don't ever think that I bash any people that have conditions. I frown upon people that do stuff like that. The word that I chose to use is just part of my vernacular. It's another word of saying we need to get on a phone call. Okay, so like I reached back out to you, but you haven't said anything. I apologize if you took it the wrong way, because I'm not here to offend anybody and belittle anybody. If you take a look at my story and what I've been talking about, I'm here to make people, not break people. That's what I do. That's my passion. I'm here to help people break their limited beliefs. That's what my fitness program is all about. I have a lot of people that's signed up with me and that's never even seen the inside of a gym before. And now you look at them, they're professionals now. They know what time it is. They're comfortable in their skin. And when they first started with me, they were broken, lost, didn't have any self-esteem. They thought low of themselves. And now they walk around with S's on their chest because they came from where they were before to where they're at now, on top of their A game. But anyways, I'm not going to go rambling on about that. So I just wanted to address that, because my program is not about shaming anybody. And if you guys have ever watched a podcast that I was on, I was a guest on a podcast. My boy, shout out to you. You know who you are. I'm not going to put your name out there. You try to get me to fat shame. I won't do that. You know what I mean? If you're comfortable in your skin, so be it. You know what I mean? Just always keep in mind when you're out of shape and not taking care of yourself and neglecting your body, there will be consequences to that in the future. A lot of people think that it takes too long to hit the gym, but try standing in line at an emergency room because you just ain't feeling good. The wait is a lot longer than getting in your workouts. Really ain't nothing to it but to do it, people. You just can't talk about it. You have to be about it. And like I said in the past, it's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out. And if you're still spinning your wheels, shoot me a DM. I'll get you started. I have that blueprint, a bulletproof blueprint that will get you results. If you have any doubt, go to my Instagram and check me out. I went from fat to fit to ripped. I've showed you in other videos. I stood up and showed you my six-pack. And, I'm good. I'm on top of my A game. But anyways, let's get to a quick little story, people. Let's take it back to Soledad. I left off with the Woods, how they earned that title. And like I said on my video, that right there is pertaining to LA County only during my time, how a Wood earned that title and how the Splinters got their titles and they got shook and took and removed. But anyways, I touched on that briefly. I'm going to fast forward this because I said I would give another quick little story. Nothing major, okay? Because like I said, I can't get into detail because I'm not going to open up any cans of worms. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Some things are better left unspoken on. But this I could speak on because there was more than one incident that happened like this. So for anybody to try to pinpoint a particular place where this happened, it ain't happening because it was common. And let me move forward to this real quick, okay? Because people were asking me hey, why did they move the weights? Why did they get rid of all the weights? Some people have their beliefs, different beliefs. I really don't know the answer to that, people. You know what I mean? Some people believe that the guards were intimidated because the convicts in there were getting too big on swole, and others believed it was because them weights could be used as weapons and people were getting their caps peeled. As far as that part about the guards being intimidated, I don't think they would be intimidated. Them fools got mini 14s up there. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe certain individuals were I should say the COs probably were, because they were new booties. They were fish on the yard, and they only went by what was taught to them, through their basic training, whatever training that they had to go through, But once they got settled in and got laced up by the older guards, they saw life for what it really was, and the people who really ran the system were the convicts in there. We kept the program going. They were there just to keep the peace. But anyway, so I'm gonna go to a story. You know what I mean? It's like a regular morning. You get work release. My Sally gets released. I get suited, get booted, got my bedroll, boom, hit the yard, meet up with my homie. I'm not gonna put his name out there for my neighborhood. Rest in peace. We had just recently laid you to rest. Older homie, about my age. He might have been maybe a year older than me, maybe 2 years older than me. I still have a tumbler that he picked on for me from way back then. It's a classic, you know what I mean? It's yeah, I'll keep it forever. It wasn't the best of work, you know what I mean? But it's from my homeboy who's no longer with us physically, In my mind, he'll always be with me. As a matter of fact, one of his nephews had signed up with my team. He's in the military, Marine, hoorah, But anyway, so yeah, meet up with the homie. He was living in a different hall. I was sailed up with another homie from the area, and when they did the work exchange, work release, they would call yard release. We'd go out there. We'd be out there all day. You know what I mean? Doing our thing, running amok. Sometimes, we'd come in early for early unlock because there was, go clean the pad, do whatever needs to be done. You know what I mean? Whatever things necessary. So anyways, meet up with the homie, get out there, chop it up, drink our cup of coffee, our warichi, whatever you want to call it. We would just keep it simple. Our Cadillac, our first fix of the day would be a Cadillac, Cadillacs, a lot of people, they misinterpret what a Cadillac is. Man, a Cadillac is consisted of a lot of mixtures put together, and it also had to do with Folgers. When you were drinking Folgers, that was considered part of your Cadillac. You couldn't do that with, you could do a poor man's Cadillac with Keefe and shit, or Grounds, but it's not the same, you know what I mean? It wasn't looked at as the same. But yeah, so, we would drink our Cadillacs, smoke our frajos, walk the track, boom, we're good. Go about business, check out everything, see how everything's going. Give our buenos dias to all the other homies, camaradas, individuals that, acknowledged us as well with respect. You give respect back in return. That was a way of living. That's what made a good program, man. It was all about respect, Yeah, shit happened, but when it happened, it was, strictly business. But anyway, so, me and the homie, we do our laps, we drink our Cadillac, and like I said, we'll touch bases with the homies, check out the program, see the way things were running. You could feel it in the air when something's going to happen. You had to have lived it to understand that the tension in the air is just there. My God, it's a feeling that's undescribable. Any of you that's been in war, you know that feeling, man. It's there. So, we go by our gut feeling, our intuition, our, and we'll play it out, you know what I mean? All right, bam, we go get our feria. Time to hit the weight pile, As we're getting our feria in, you know what I mean? We have to share benches with the whites, and we had our real estate in the weight pit. The other car, the homies from up north, they shared their section with the blacks. They each had their own section, Um, but anyways, back to my story. I'm not going to elaborate on any of that. Later on in time, if you guys want me to touch some more on the North and South stuff, I can. You know what I mean? To the best of my knowledge, I will touch on it. But yeah, so me and the homie, we're getting our feria. Keep in mind, we're there with a lot of lifers, big, swole, sweezy, man. I remember this one individual from SD. He was a porter. Woo! Big rocha, swole. Good dude, man. But yeah, last I heard, rest in peace. You know who you are. But anyways, yeah. So me and the homie doing our thing, getting our feria. You know what I mean? Good hour comes in, and you see the movement. It decides to change the environment, the way people's are wiggling. There's a change in the movement, so it's obvious. It's, something's up. You know what I mean? Keep your eyes peeled. You know what I mean? Keep your head on the swivel. Well, you get a couple individuals that kind of give themselves away. The way they run up, it's not so much running up; it's just the way they approach a situation. It kind of stands out. As far as me, I would go at things differently, but that's what for someone like me that's on high alert all the time, that's always paying attention to his surroundings. Yeah, you can do it in my own backyard. You see me looking around all the time. It's just an old habit, But you notice these things. So obviously we seen it coming before it happened. Homies pulled up, and I know I touched on this slightly, but we wrap it up. Boom, the homies come in. Not gonna say what race or anything, because like I said, that's snitching. This individual gets his cap peeled, man. And when I say your cap is peeled, it peels back, man. And this individual got his cap peeled, and they left him on the bench, put a baseball cap on him, and people went about their business. They resumed their normal program, you know what I mean? All they did was clear a path, because they seen a couple hitters coming in, moving wasn't very stealth wise, very kind of rapidly, if you come to think of it. That's what gave it away. But yeah, this individual got his cap peeled, and there he sat through the whole yard. And yeah, everybody go about their regular rutina. They minded their own business, paid it no mind. And once yard recall came, fast forward, yard recall came, the gunner up there in the towers, hey man, yard recall, take that shit in, We're already all lined up and all that, and as soon as the guards go over there to go check it out, they, code 3, man down, yard down. Once they, they realize, oh boy's gone, there ain't no saving him or anything. It's obvious he's been sitting there for a minute because he has a baseball cap on his head. They resumed with lockup, going back to lockup, and this is why I'm saying this yard right here, the paddy wagon that used to go through there to pick up people was like a meat wagon, man, because they used to pick up people. I mean, like, at least a couple times a week, man, people were getting taken off that yard, for, like I said, for what reason. Later on in time, I found out, you know what I mean, once I sat there in the yard a little bit longer. And it's usually what happens is people carry jackets with them from wherever they came from, or they brought in a jacket from the street, and someone, pulled their covers and happened to notice this person, and or, they might have found their name in the hat and was able to bob and weave through the system, and, you get it catches up to you, people. So it's not advisable to go against the grain, but anyways, people, yeah, so we went back, locked it up, and everybody did their thing. Of course, the Judas, they overlook everything. Well, not overlook it, but they look through everything, and they it's obvious it wasn't a racial thing. So come chow time, the only ones that lost out were the people going to shower, so you had to go. Those are the only ones that lost out because they locked us up. We went to lock it up, took it back to our cells, And you didn't get to shower, so you bird bath. And then once chow came back around, cuenta, chow time release, it was back to normal program, people. And that's just was the way life was in there, people. So if you ain't cut out to live that lifestyle, man, stop taking risks out here in the free world, because anything can happen. You could get caught up. Even if you weren't out there, you just got to be very careful with what you do nowadays. Some people are very sensitive and take things out of content, and shit can escalate. So just be very careful with that. This is the best life out here, the free world, right here. It takes more of a man to survive out here. I could tell you that right now. And there's times have changed. From my time to the way they are now. So I can't really speak on much of what's going on now. Just last little time that I went over there for that 32 with 80 as nothing, what I mean? Just it was enough time for me to go clean up, and I've been clean ever since, So, but anyways, people, yeah, check it out, man. If you guys are still struggling with your fitness and not knowing when to get started, like I'm going to tell you at the end of all my videos, shoot me a DM or a way to communicate with you. We could jump on a phone call and we could go over your goals. I could build you a workout plan tailored to your lifestyle with videos on my personalized training app. We will put together the perfect nutrition plan for you. That way you could get your results, and I will track your nutrition daily. That way there is no room for mistakes. I will be on your bumper. My reward in this is getting you to get your benefits, your results. And the reason is because when I'm able to push out people that have results, it builds a trust with new sign-ons, because they see what I could do other than the work that I put in on myself, because there really ain't nothing to it but to do it, people. Now, with that being said, they're there, baby. Get up and get yours. Let's do this.